For everything business, we've got Rotus. Rotus, good morning.
Good morning to you, Rufai. Good morning, Dr. Abasi. Good morning, Ayo, and all our viewers. We begin with U.S. President Trump approving in a Truth Social post H200 chips from NVIDIA to be sold to China. Now, the conditions in the post are that it is only certain approved buyers of those chips that will be allowed to buy them, and the U.S. is going to get a 25% cut of those chips, and it applies to other chip makers like Advanced Micro Devices, Intel, and others. Let's look at NVIDIA shares. That's the Truth Social post there where he put that forward. Let's look at NVIDIA shares after hours actually climbed by 2.34% in after hours, trading 189.90. If we look at Asian markets, though, we saw chip stocks from certain players in China and Hong Kong falling on the news, but generally Asian markets were bearish to start today. You can see that only the Nikkei 225 is in the positive region. Everyone else, and they kind of tracked Wall Street, being a bit tepid ahead of the Federal Reserve's interest rates decision. Moving on from there, we go to the in the U.S. rather the United States. We go on to the United States, where Paramount has actually made a hostile bid for Warner Brothers assets, and you can see on the screen there they're offering $30 a share, all cash, as opposed to the Netflix offer for $27.75. They want the entire company, while Netflix only wanted particular assets, which is the streaming and the film studios. I talked a lot about the enterprise value and asset value. So with Paramount, it comes out about $108 billion, with the entity asset value about 74. Let's listen to David Ellison, this chairman, CEO of Paramount, making the case that their offer was better than Netflix.
But again, I think the most important thing to go back here is, look, we're sitting on Wall Street where cash is still king. We are offering shareholders $17.6 billion more cash than the deal that they currently have signed up with Netflix. And we believe when they see what is currently in our offer, that that's what they'll vote for.
Were you told during the process that cash is king?
Yes, absolutely. What we were told repeatedly was that they wanted all cash. We delivered all cash. We were asked that they wanted it to be fully backstopped by the Ellison family and Redbird. We delivered it fully backstopped by the Ellison family and Redbird. And when you look at the scale of the companies, right, look at the scale of Netflix. 310 million global subscribers. When you combine the number one streamer with the number three streamer, that creates a company that has unprecedented market power, north of 400 million subscribers. The next largest competitor is Disney, with just under 200 million. That's bad for Hollywood. That's bad for the creative community. That's bad for consumers. And look at how the market is reacting to this deal. We are literally seeing talent talking about the death of movie theaters. We've all heard Ted Sarandis' comments about how he feels about the theatrical experience. And you've also seen, and our deal is also offering more cash for shareholders.
The market tends to agree with him. Netflix shares have been down since this whole bidding war was concluded. Warner Brothers Discovery here, look at that, up by 4.4%. Look at Paramount, up by 9%. So because from the competition side, I've actually heard some folks in Hollywood voicing their opposition to this. Also, it's been reported that Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law, and his private equity firm, Affinity Partners, is one of the bidders joining Paramount Skydance. So I remember Rufai, mentioned this yesterday when Trump mentioned his opposition to the deal. Let's round off with AI, but Nigerian stocks first. The Nigerian Stock Exchange continuing its momentum, up by 0.26% in trading to begin the week. 147,426 points is where the all-share index in Nigeria closed. Kicking off from last week and continuing to this week. Year to date, the market is up 43.2%. And I don't know, maybe we'll have an AI sub-segment. Let me round this off. Perplexity AI and video generation for my creatives out there and those. This is created in Midjourney. It is a still image. I want you to look at this prompt and I want you to please pay attention to the instruction that was sent to Perplexity AI. The instruction said, make him stand up. Read it, there it is. Have him stand and overlook the city and say, my future wife is here somewhere. Perplexity added music and made me sing. Take a look at it.
My future wife is here somewhere.
That's our update for today. That's it.
Rotus,
Incredible
I know
stuff.
we are not allowed to talk, But if that deal passes, that's going to be the height of corruption ever. I'm talking about the Trump deal that his son-in-law is part of, that at this point in time, you'll be merging CBS and CNN, which are two big networks in America. I mean, this is the height of madness. Madness in the Western world. The height of madness. This should never pass through anti-competition laws. You are merging two media behemoths. This is madness.
The Paramount, Warner Brothers Discovery, Netflix drama. Who is likely to win? That remains to be seen. Trump had promised that he will get involved. And so we'll see what happens. And as for you, Rutus, may you find that wife that is somewhere in Lagos.
He might need an AI wife at this
That's our player.
He's got one already.
That wife is certainly someone. Thank you.